AFKing at this Trident XP farm for 5 minutes gave me 7 Tridents, which is over 84 Tridents an hour at this farm. I don't really know what else to say. Here's how to build it for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Before we get started with this farm, the first thing you want to make sure is that you're building it in the correct location. That correct location being over top of a body of water where you can see drown spawning below you. This is very, very important. You want to look around, make sure you can see drown spawning, otherwise drown might not be able to spawn inside of your farm. However, the first thing we want to do is actually build 50 blocks into the air, at least 50 blocks, just to make sure that none of the drowns or mobs in the water down here slow down the rates of the farm. We want all of the mobs to be spawning inside of our farm. So I'm going to use scaffolding and place it down, but of course you can use any block that you want, dirt with a ladder, or you can make a bubble elevator, whatever you want to do. I just find scaffolding the easiest though, because obviously you can just climb up it. Now, once you get up here to the top, you're going to want to go ahead and place down a solid block, and this block right here is going to be the start of the farm. Now, I'm going to go into creative mode really quickly just to show you guys why we build up so high off the ground. I have this resource pack installed right now. It is called Markers Pack by Foxy No Tail. I'm going to take an armor stand. There will be a link in the description, by the way, if you want to use this. A banner, and then just shift click with it, and this spawning sphere is going to show up. Now, what this spawning sphere tells us, this green sphere here, no mobs can spawn inside when we are standing there. So if we are standing right here, no mobs will be able to spawn within this range. Now, this range in between the green and this red sphere here is where mobs are able to spawn for a simulation distance of 4, which is what we're going to be building this farm on. So outside of here, no mobs can spawn. Inside of here, mobs are able to spawn, which is why we built up off the ground, because as you can see, this red sphere ends before we get to the water. So when we're standing up there at our AFK platform, none of these mobs down here will be rendered in. They will all be inside of our farm. I hope that little explanation of spawning mechanics makes sense. All you really need to know though is that if you stand up here, none of the mobs down there will be rendered in. So now to continue with the farm, off of this block, you're going to want to place down a 2x2 square of hoppers, or just 4 hoppers, however you want to place them down. And then wherever the hoppers were leading into, so they're all leading into this hopper for me, I'm going to go ahead and place, if I can place down, there you can place down a chest right there, and then a second one. And this is of course where all of the drops are going to go into. Now what you want to do is take a rail and a hopper minecart, and on any one of these 4 hoppers, doesn't really matter, shift, place down the rail, and then place the hopper minecart on top. And this is how the drops are actually going to be picked up through the blocks and then put down into this chest. So now what you want to do is just build up a couple temporary blocks off the side, and then make a 2x2 square of blocks over top of this here. And this is where all of